Hey Bulldog fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight presented by Coca-Cola. I'm John McAfee's happy today to be joined by Alex Bice, senior forward on the women's soccer team. Alex, appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, I want to start just by talking to you a little bit about what brought you to Sanford, because when you look at the roster, there's a lot of Georgia natives. You see some Tennessee, some Florida. You don't see a lot of Texas, though. So what brought you from Texas to Alabama?
Yeah, so I knew I always wanted to get out of Texas for college. I kind of wanted to get out of the state and go somewhere different. But my older brother ended up going to the University of Alabama. And so that's kind of how I got introduced to Sanford, and I came to visit one day and fell in love with the campus. I mean, it's beautiful. You drive in, green grass and super pretty, and so I was like, this campus is amazing. And then I got to meet with the coaches and meet some of the girls on the team, and I think that was the biggest draw, is just getting to meet with coach and figure out just kind of what Sanford soccer is all about. So that's what mainly brought me. So.
Well, let's talk about the team's recent run of play. You've got 5 SoCon matches under your belt, unbeaten right now, 3-0-2. And I know this past weekend you had a good result at Wofford and then a draw at Furman. And I know I've talked with Todd, we talked last week, and those Furman games are always tough.
Yes.
They're always one-goal games. Tell us a little bit about how you thought you played in that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hard game, hard-fought game, double overtime. It's never easy. Everyone is dog-tired by the end of that game, but I think we all played really well as a team. I think we were going as hard as we possibly could till the very end, and I think we did have more chances than them. I mean, it said we had like 22 shots to their 14 or something, and so even when we have more shots on goal, sometimes it doesn't go our way. But I think overall as a team, we fought till the end, and I mean, we did as much as we could, and hopefully this will give us some motivation to work even harder in these next couple of games. So,
how tough is it to play, a defense like that? They don't allow a lot of goals, or even a team like Chattanooga, who you started the season with in a 0-0 draw, and I know they drop a ton of bodies into the box. Yeah. So how hard is it to play a defense like that? It's
very hard. I mean, when they stack all of their team, I mean, there's typically like 4 defenders in the back. Well, they stack, I mean, they're 9 players. And it's just anytime you even get the ball in the box, there's someone there, or 2 people there, or 3 people there. So it's not very easy. But I think, I mean, playing Furman, they didn't stack everyone in the box, so we had more opportunities. In Chat, I mean, it was like almost impossible to even like shoot a ball because there would be a defender. But it is difficult. So I feel like a lot of teams try to do that with us just to try to get the tie or even keep us out of the box. So.
Well, I know early in the season finding the back of the net was a little bit of an issue, but the goals have started coming over the last couple of weeks in full force, and you've been a big part of that as well. You had goals in 3 consecutive games, so certainly it seems like you're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Yeah. I mean, senior year, I'm trying to go out strong. I think it's been really fun to get a couple goals in, and I'm hoping for more. We still have some games, so I think it was once I got one in the back of the net, I think I did have more confidence just to every time I stepped on, just look for the goal, try to go as hard as I could. So it's been really fun, and hopefully I'm hoping for a couple more by the end of this. So.
Back at home this weekend, I just want to mention briefly Friday night, the match against Mercer is the Shaynas House match, obviously a big night for the program. It's interesting because now you and all the players in the program never had a chance to meet or interact with Shauna, but obviously you're still aware of the situation. Talk a little bit about what the Shaynas House match means to you and the players on the team.
Yeah. I think us as seniors, we knew more about it just because the upperclassmen were actually here when that happened. And I know that for Coach, it's like really awesome for us to support him in that. And I think the Shaynas House game is a really good way to play for someone and something more than just ourselves. And so I think during those games, we come out stronger just to play for her, even though we never knew her, but just the story and hearing how amazing she was. I think we all try to play our hardest in that game for Coach as well. And just try to come out with a win every time, Shaynas House. But I think it's a really cool thing that we still celebrate her and we have a game for her. So hopefully we do well this weekend for her.
Well, you're at the home stretch of your Sanford soccer career now. Last home weekend coming up this weekend, and then hopefully hosting 1 or 2 SoCon tournament games as well. We'll see. But just tell us a little bit about what your future plans are after graduation.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to stay in Birmingham. I'm trying to stay in my house still with the twins and Grace because we're all staying in Birmingham, and I'm just looking for a job right now. I haven't heard back from anyone yet, so I'm hoping to hear maybe in April what job I'll get, but I'm just looking for a couple different jobs in nutrition, some marketing stuff because I'm a nutrition major with a minor in marketing, so I've put myself out there in a few different places, so I'm waiting to hear back from that, but definitely staying in Birmingham, and I will be coming to all the home games and supporting from the stands, so that will be fun.
All right, Alex, we're going to end with some rapid-fire questions,
Okay.
Some about you and then some about your teammates.
Okay.
Favorite spot in Birmingham?
Oh, Honestly, right now my house, because we're off campus and it's so nice to have a house, so we love our house and it's a great location too, so.
Favorite road trip in the SoCon?
Oh gosh. I mean, this last one was really fun. We stayed in a really cool hotel in downtown Greenville, so we were like walking, we could go walk to get coffee in the morning and stuff. That was a really fun trip. And it was fun to be with the freshmen from this year because we hadn't really got to know them super well, and so I think this trip was really good for all of us. So. What's
your least favorite place to go in the SoCon?
VMI.
Yeah.
For sure.
Long
that will
ride.
be not fun this next weekend, but.
If you could bring back any former player that you've played with and put them on this year's team, who would it be?
Oh man, that's hard. The person that comes to mind is Delp, Lauren Delp. She just always would make me laugh, and we would always be goofing around, and she was just a really fun person to have on the team, so I would say her.
All right, this is a tough one. This is kind of a loaded question, but favorite memory or story from your time with Sanford soccer?
I'm trying to think. I have a really bad memory, but I think one, honestly, it just happened this weekend. We were playing, like, you put the headphones in and you try to sing like as good as you can, but you can't hear anything. So like someone picks the song for you. And so we're all like, I go first and I have the headphones in, and like Grace is picking a song for me, and it's like Rolling in the Deep by Adele. And I'm like singing it really loud. And I can't hear myself, but the whole bus can hear me. And they're like, oh gosh, like who is that? And then we made everyone on the bus, like not everyone wanted to do it, but we made like a lot of people do it, and they would put the headphones in. Like Nikki was cracking me up. She has like those big Beats, like the huge ones, and she put those on and she was like trying to sing good, but it was like so bad. But that was fun, just like playing games on the bus. And also we played trivia one year, which was really fun because I'm genuinely awful at trivia, and I was like saying some dumb things that like everyone on the bus knew, and they're like, how do you not know that? But just like games like that on the bus, I feel like are always fun.
I think you guys needed to try to get Todd to do the headphone game and see if
yeah,
he'll
well,
play
he wasn't.
along.
Yeah, he wasn't. Well, we had a double-decker, so it was like all the team on the top and the coaches on the bottom, so they couldn't even hear what we were doing. But no, he played trivia once, and he was, I think, kind of concerned with some of our answers. So. All
right, we're going to move on to your teammates, and that's actually a good segue into this because I was going to ask who is the best and worst singer on the team.
Oh gosh. Best singer, I mean, I'm pretty good. Just kidding. But I did do a few solos back in the day, yeah. But that's besides the point. But I think, honestly, Nikki was pretty bad. Sorry, Nikki, to say that, but Ella was good. Ella Simpson, she was good. She plays the guitar, so she was actually bringing the fire. I was like, pretty good, yeah.
Who spends the most time on social media?
Oh gosh. I mean, I spend a good amount on social media. Probably me out of the seniors. I don't know. I think Lindsay is a big TikTok girl, so she does her TikTok.
Most likely to be late to practice?
Oh gosh. Honestly, the twins. They're late to most things, but they actually are good about getting to practice. But they were late this weekend to a jog and stretch, and we had to like go out and jog, and we left them because they were still in their hotel room, so they're always late.
Who has the best goal celebrations?
Oh gosh, well Lexi.
I was gonna point that out, yeah.
That cracked me up when she did that.
I think that was more just like disbelief.
Well, and like she was just like, didn't know it was going in. I think she was like so tired from running all the way up the field, and she just falls to the ground. But yeah, I think she has a good celebration. I think Ella, these past few goals that she scored, she had a pretty good celebration. I'm not very good with the celebration. I'm just kind of like, woo.
If you get a goal on Shaynas House night, you got to give us a good
celebration.
celebration.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll do like a cartwheel or something.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Cartwheel
okay,
if you score.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll say I'll do it if I score. I'll do a cartwheel.
Well, we'll be looking for that,
okay.
Alex. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's Alex Bice. Sanford soccer back in action this weekend, taking on Mercer Friday night in the Shaynas House match at 6 p.m. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete Spotlight, presented by Coca-Cola.